Superdome in New Orleans. It's Week 7 of the NFL on EA Sports. Jacoby Brissett and the New Orleans Saints versus Russell Wilson and the London Black Knights.
It is always a celebration here in New Orleans, and we are just outside of the French Quarter at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the London Black Knights and the New Orleans Saints.
Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This will make it into the end zone, and this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their quarterback, a product of NC State. It's Jacoby Brissett.
And I thought in last week's game, he found a way to win, like a good pitcher, without his best stuff. I mean, he did throw 2 interceptions, offset by 1 touchdown pass. Not the ratio, not the numbers you're really looking for as a QB. But finding a way to win, that's all that really matters.
On 1st and 10, Brissett under pressure, and down he goes. A bad start there, a big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's 2nd down.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now a throw here, hauled in. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, we've got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
It's 3rd and long for Brissett. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the 1st down marker. It's a gain of 6, but not enough, as he'll be forced to punt on their first drive of the game. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. That's taken on the 25. A good work bringing that one back as he picks up about 16 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Throwing is Wilson. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover,
the ball popped in the air and intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
They start on the ground with Geis, and he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
A gain of 3, second down.
On the tackle. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 47-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Brissett. He's got his tight end, Jake Butt, and he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 7 yards there and a first down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield. I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Jacoby Brissett sacked.
Well, they had the right down and the definite distance to take a shot downfield, but it didn't work out the way that they had envisioned.
No, that's a situation where if you take a sack close to the line of scrimmage, it's not that bad, but a loss like that, you can't take a sack there.
Yeah, so the one thing you cannot do, they did.
And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
First down and 10. At their
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete.
to number 40.
The end result, 21 yards.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. So line of scrimmage still a 39 on 2nd and 10.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 23 yards the pickup there. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's Wilson. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 13-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit.
And it's caught. Touchdown.
Pass complete.
From 13 yards out. And his guys have taken a first quarter lead.
For the point
This crew, they were on a roll going into the bye week that they just had, Charles, so sort of picking up where they left off.
And you and I both know that when you come back off of an open week and you've been winning games, you should get a few extra days off in order to recharge and refuel. But coaches often hedge their bets, too. They'll bring them back and work them really hard that first practice back to make sure that they're back and grounded.
Whatever they did, formula looking good so far in this one. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the gun, here's Brissett. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Out of the gun, Brissett. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for New Orleans. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Black Knights 7, Saints nothing.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads. They don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Give them 32 on the play. And you know what else happened on that play? He just went past 45,000 career passing yards.
He's going to cherish that moment, but he's also going to celebrate it with so many different people. Guys he's playing with currently, guys he's played with in the past, especially offensive linemen who've kept him upright to throw the ball, receivers who've caught it. I mean, just so many people to embrace. And last but not least, a lot of coaches who called a lot of passing plays.
It's a gain of
add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. Steps away to his left. And he comes back with one complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty, no question there.
You don't think they spent a couple of seconds mulling over what the penalty would do for them?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
And it's good to make it 14-0. So that drive spanned 5 plays.
Knights 14, Saints nothing. Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
Now, Pinion Kenyon with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at... .25. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's just been looking for some space. I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try to mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about him.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
Brissett to throw on first. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
On second down, Brissett again. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. Touchdown, New Orleans! Michael Thomas with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Saints are back within a score. Early on, you hit on it. Needing to avoid the big play. Easier said than done, though. There's a big touchdown.
Yeah, but the big thing is when he does get his catches, you've got to tackle him and get him on the ground. Obviously, weren't able to do it on that one.
Lutz with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this carries into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
26-yard line.
Russell Wilson now gears up to lead the offense again. And he's looked pretty good. Does have the 1 interception, but 2 touchdown passes so far. Your analysis.
They'll take the offset. When you talk about throwing 2 touchdown passes, no one wants to see an interception thrown, but those things happen.
And he's taken down here by the Saints. Cameron Jordan wreaking havoc with a sack. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Another try after the first down sack. Wilson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side. And all of a sudden,
he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. The throw over the middle taken in. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A big pickup of 38.
At the 7.
I'm seeing a lot of hands on hips in that secondary, and I suspect a lot of mumbling under their breath as well because this defense has had no answer for the passing game here in the first half.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. To throw again is Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Looking to throw on second down. Reset. Hit as he throws. He lost the football. It's loose.
A fumble on the play.
Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
And then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. Officially, and possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
1st down, Black Knights.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Wilson will throw again. And this is caught at the end. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing again here, Wilson, flush to his right. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Made the tackle. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And it's caught. Touchdown. Could make it a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more. Try
A breakaway from Michael Thomas. Past the 20. Touchdown. Michael Thomas, as the first half is winding down, and the Saints are able to strike quickly for 6.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards. First down, Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Gary Conley. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Their own 24-yard line.
Russell Wilson now gears up to lead the offense again. And it was somewhat of a strange first half. He threw 3 interceptions, yet you look at the scoreboard, they've got the lead.
So you know what I think he did at the half? He stood up in front of the team.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Zach Boyd came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
He's brought
9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
On 2nd and 15 now. Wilson. There's that man again. It's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 12-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it in, throw it.
And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. DJ Jones able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson, that is caught inside the 5. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know.
And it's caught. Touchdown. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Michael Thomas now heading back onto the field. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do,
a breakaway from Michael Thomas. 20, 10, touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. And the Saints have cut it back within a score.
Will Lutz lining up for the point.
I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. Man, one play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed in the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance. The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. On the counter, here's Kamara. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
It's another first down as they bite off 23 more on that one.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. Just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know his defense.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Levi Wallace with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
First and 10.
Brandon, these quarterbacks had their hands full all afternoon long, but they finally get a measure of revenge as he gets himself in a nice spot. He's able to get 2 hands on the football and pick it off.
A first down throw for Brissett. Over the middle, complete. That's Saunders. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Now left side on the swing pass. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That one goes for 36 yards.
He was not the primary target. They expected to get the ball downfield. Instead, checked it down. An old coach of mine used to say to us all the time, when they check it down, that should end the down. In this case, though, he foiled that in a big way and turned it into a big play.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Add this game to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays. His big game continues. Already has the 3 touchdown grabs, tacking on some more yardage and a first down.
And how precise has his route running been in this game? We just saw him get open yet again. And
he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. From 6 yards away. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now here live in New Orleans. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Chauncey Gardner-Johnson on the tackle. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Quick throw caught by Godwin. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
The offense on 3rd down, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 4. And that is incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
They run it again with Kamara. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20, and all the way down to the 17-yard line. A gain of 13, it's a first down. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Operating for the gun. Wilson in trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12.
And normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and
it's caught. Touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And his guys have taken the lead. And that touchdown reception is the 5th for him in this game, and that ties the NFL record.
And a record that's held up since 1950. This is another person that's tied it, but think about this. Bob Shaw said it in 1950. Kellen Winslow came along and tied it. And then, of course, Jerry Rice tied it as well. And finally, we're seeing it here one more time. Phenomenal.
The extra point by Gay is up and good, and they will take a 7-point lead.
Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Taken in the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here.
And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock.
On 1st and 10, Brissett. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. Smith catches left side. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Now Brissett. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And fall incomplete.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
He's going to let it fly. And a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by John Johnson. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
28-yard line.
Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Again, it's Kamara. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now Wilson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Wilson wants to throw it. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
And the throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a 2nd down here. Wilson to throw. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st.
Brandon, a lot of times you'll see running backs rotate in and out of the game, whether it's completed pass, a good run, it doesn't matter. Here, not only does he stay in, but they go right back to him, and he makes another nice play. Back-to-back catches. After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play.